Oh, hey, didn't see you there from my mountain of snare drums that I got. We have 8 snare drums here with a variety of sound, size, material, and price. So we're gonna see how they stack up. $80 snare versus $1,000 snare. Let's see which one's better. I actually started 2024 with only this maple snare that came with my drum set. I said, I need a couple more snares. Let's just say it got a little out of hand. We have a ton of snares here with a variety of shell material, size, and most importantly, price. So let's compare them and see how they sound. For all the snares, we're gonna be using an Evans HD Dry for all of them, except this guy right here, because they don't have an HD Dry for a 10-inch, I don't think. We're gonna be tuning all the drums at the same notes with 5 different tunings. We're gonna be doing a fat tuning at E, low tuning at F, medium at G, high at B, and a cranked at A. We're gonna be using the tune bot here to get all the notes, and here comes all the haters in the comments. I use a tune bot. Yeah, okay, we're using the tune bot today. But we've gotta get all the notes, so there's gonna be no variability except the actual drums. Let's get started with the Pearl M80 here. It's not on Sweetwater, but I'll have links to all the other snares on Sweetwater in the description. So this is our first snare, Pearl M80, comes in about 70, 80 bucks. It's a 10x4 snare, so it's gonna be super hard to tune them to the notes that we want. So I'm saying fuck it for the first one. We're not doing the notes. We're just gonna try to get a fat, low, medium, high cranked, which is gonna be hard for this little guy because it doesn't have so much range because it's tiny and it's meant to be cranked, but we're still gonna try. So let's take it to the kit and see how she sounds. All right, starting out with the Pearl M80 here. Let's check this bad boy out. So let's tune it up a little bit. Cool. Check out the low tuning. Dope, let's go. Sweet. Let's crank it up to medium. Pretty good to me. All right, let's check out this medium tuning. Get a high tuning here. Let's check out that high tuning. Woo! Let's crank this puppy up. All right, here's the 10-inch cranked up. Boom, done with the 10-inch. So now we got my Gretch Catalina Maple, 14 by 6.5, I believe. This is the one that came with the drum kit, so this was my baby for a while, but I'm glad that I don't have to use it anymore because it was kind of buns. So like I said, we're gonna be tuning all the snares to the different notes, but then the bottom, I'm gonna crank it to maybe around 400 hertz or like tabletop, just for all the tunings. I like having all my snare bottoms really tight because I think it engages the snare wires a lot and just gives a nice snare sound. I mean, this thing's already kind of cranked up. Let's just get a couple. I mean, yeah, I can barely even turn the key. Boom. All right, let's take her to the kit. All right, let's start with the fat tuning. Fat. sounds great. Jeez, man, this splash is just fried, man. Holy. Sheesh. Sweet. Get this maple the f out of here. Let's go. So since it came with the Gretch Kettling and Maple kit, it comes around like, I think like 150, 200 bucks. But that's just kind of an estimate. I don't know if you could buy this thing separately, but yeah, so this one's about maybe, could be even 250. Next up, we got this beautiful 14x3 Duilio custom purple Piccolo snare. This thing I picked up last year from my boy and Dwelle, and this thing's beautiful. I love it. It's nice to have a little Piccolo 14x3. That thing's cranked. And this snare was about I think 500 bucks. And the next up, all my other snares are above 500. So copped it for a good deal though, because I bought it with this white maple one that I'll show you guys later. Let's take her to the kit and see how she sounds. We're gonna have to bring this stand up a little bit. Yeah, that's an F sharp. This Piccolo just sounds so good, crank. Next, we got Ludwig's Superphonic. This one was actually my first snare I ever got when I was like 8 or 9. And it was at my house for a long time. I thought it was Buns because it was my first snare. And it turns out it's like a nice vintage Ludwig Superphonic. So this thing's probably from the 70s or 80s. Probably comes around $550 for it. So it's kind of just my estimate, but you can't really buy this thing anywhere. Already got an HD dry on it, so let's tune it up. I mean, this thing's already cranked on the bottom. She's a little beauty. Let's take her to the kit. Got the Luddy Buddy, the Ludwig 1960s Superphonic. Woo! Let's see how this fat tuning sounds. on with the Luddy Buddy. Let's go. Next up, we got another Duilio Custom right there. See that badge? So this is a 14 by 6.5, which actually, now that I think about it, that Ludwig's a 14 by 5.5. This is a beautiful maple snare, and when you crank it up, it sings. So cop this one for about 600. But yeah, I got a deal on that and the Piccolo, but it's worth 600. So, and this one's got a G2 on it right now, so we're gonna have to take that head off. Now, I'm gonna get some hate comments for using a drill, but if you're gonna use a drill, you're right. You shouldn't use a drill if you want to take care of your drums. But if you're gonna use a drill, only to loosen them. Don't do what I'm doing, because I'm gonna tighten them with the drill too. But if you're gonna tighten them with the drill, just do it to like maybe even just barely, like so you can finger tighten it. You don't want to drill in the snare. You're gonna kill it. But to loosen, you're not gonna hurt nothing loosening. Bang! Well, that was like the pit stop from Cars, bro. I did that shit in there. Bro, call me, what's the guy's name? What's that guy's name? Mario? Who knows? This thing might be a little icky. Want to give that new head some CPR. Just sit on it. Now she's at the fat tuning. Let's take her to the kit. At the fat tuning. All right. See you later. Boom. Next, we got this beautiful 14 by 8 black nickel over brass DW Collector's fatty snare, man. This thing is the GOAT. It's heavy. It's made of brass. And yeah, I got this one for my birthday when my parents came to town. Shout out mom and dad. This has been my main baby right now. Let's get into it. We got a heavyweight dry on it right now, which unfortunately is not an H2 dry. So we're gonna have to put that one on. So drill, baby, drill. This one came out to about 700. Bang. So I'm gonna get a time on that. My first time using it on it, it's pretty dope, but see you later for now. Cool. That's gonna be our E. Let's take this beauty to the kit. I can't wait to crank her up though. Let's check this bigger out at the fat tuning. God. Yeah. All right. Next snare. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that makes this one a lot easier. Turns out I ran out of HD drives, so we're using a G2 for this one. Don't hate me, don't sue me. So, Dialtune sent me this one. Let's see. Nice. Dialtune sent me this snare. It's about for free, so I got it for free, but this thing's pretty dope. Like, it has the dials, so just get it, so it's super easy. And yeah, so I got it for maybe it's about $7.99. So, but yeah, that was the easiest one. Let's take it to the kit. Let's hear at the fat tuning. This thing sounds great. And last but not least, the reason why I don't have any more HD drives is because I have two HD drives right here, but they're both 13 inches because this is a 13x7 custom KPM snare. Shout out my boy Patrick at KPM. Made this for me custom. This thing comes out to about maybe 1,100 bucks. Man, this thing's dope. I got a hybrid on it. It's like a cool snare head to make it just pop. Trying to get some sleep token tones out of it, but like I said, we're gonna put an HD dry on it, and I love this thing. It's Patagonian Rosewood and Purple Heart. That's the purple in there, and then Patagonian Rosewood, the rest of it. And man, this thing sings. It's a 13x7, tiny little snare that packs a punch. I love this thing. It was on my kit for the longest time. I don't know why I'm using a drum key, but I've been kind of using my brass one more, but man, I switch. And last but certainly not least, this beautiful 13x7 KPM custom Patagonian Rosewood and Purple Heart snare with gold hardware. Shout out to my boy Patrick at KPM Drums for making this thing for me. Man, I love this snare. It's so close to my heart. Man, let's hear this thing. Here's the fat tuning with her. Oh, man. Man. Dude. Bro, shout out Patrick for this drum, man. I love it, man. But, whew. Bro, well, there you have it. Whew. There's all 8 of my snare drums. This was just like a little snare drum collection video for you guys, but thank you guys so much for watching. This was a ton of work. I don't think anybody really knows what goes into all this, tuning all these snares. A lot of time, and shout out my editor, Stewart, for going through all this footage, man. It's just me sitting here talking to myself, tuning these snares. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below your favorite snare drum and which tuning you like it at. If you like a little fat tuning for some of these, I get it, but I like these crank tunings, man. I love to crank some of these snares up and hear all these things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and like and subscribe. Sign up for my Drumeo free trial in the link in my bio, and let me know which snare you'd like to pick up. Peace.